Do you believe the universe is a peaceful sanctuary filled with blue planets like our Earth? Stop right there and think again. It is much darker. There is a world just 64 light years away from us, where the weather is not just extreme, it is a nightmare of pure glass. On this planet, the rain is made of sharp silicate. It rains glass sideways, driven by winds that scream through the atmosphere at terrifying speeds. Winds here blow at 8,700 kilometers per hour. That is fast enough to rip solid metal apart like it was nothing but paper. If you were to stand there for just 5 seconds, the wind and glass would erase you. You would not even remain human anymore. We are about to go beyond our solar system to meet the prisoners of the deep void. Welcome to the weirdest corners of our universe. NASA and the world's greatest scientists once believed that every solar system followed the same rules as our own. They were completely and utterly wrong. The deeper we look into the cosmic dark, the more we realize that the universe is not a home. It is a vast, cold prison. And we have just started to discover the most monstrous prisoners ever born from the chaos of the stars. Prepare your mind for the impossible. Today we travel from the beautiful to the terrifying, and finally, to the things that will haunt your dreams and keep you awake at night. We are breaking the laws of physics and common sense. Each world we visit defies everything you think you know about reality and space. Let us start with something that looks like a dream, but hides a strange secret. Welcome to the world of double suns and eternal light. Imagine waking up on a planet called Kepler 16b. This is a real-life Tatooine, a world orbiting 2 different stars at the same time. Every morning, you would see 2 sunrises. One star is a bright yellow dwarf, and the other is a smaller, cooler red dwarf dancing together. But don't be fooled by the beauty. The gravitational pull of these 2 stars creates a chaotic dance that stretches time and seasons into madness. A single year on this planet can last hundreds of Earth days as the stars tug the planet in a complex, wobbling orbit through the void. You would experience 2 sunsets at once, yet because of the star positions, a true dark night is a rare and fleeting event on Kepler. Our Earth has only one sun, which we consider normal. But in the Milky Way, 50% of all star systems are actually binary pairs. This means Tatooine is not just science fiction. It is the reality for billions of worlds scattered across the darkness of our own galaxy. It seems peaceful, almost poetic. But as we go deeper, the beauty of the stars begins to vanish, replaced by a suffocating, absolute darkness. Beauty is only the surface. Now we leave the light behind and enter a place where even the photons of light are afraid to go. Imagine a world so dark that it makes coal look like a mirror. Welcome to the void of a planet that refuses to be seen. This is Tres 2b. The darkest planet ever discovered in the known universe. It reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. It is darker than charcoal, darker than black acrylic paint. It is a world that seems to be hiding a secret from the very stars. The planet does not just lack light, it actively devours it. Its atmosphere consumes every photon that dares to touch its cold, mysterious surface. But there is a twist. If you could see its night side, you would see a faint, ghostly red glow emanating from its superheated core. It is like a dying ember floating in the dark, a massive sphere of heat and shadow that refuses to reflect the glory of its star. Our Earth reflects 30% of sunlight. Tres 2b is a cosmic trap, a giant hole in space drifting silently through the void. Standing on its surface would feel like being buried alive in an ocean of ink, with nothing but the heat of hell beneath you. If you thought the darkness was the most frightening thing in space, you have clearly never seen the weather on the edge of reality. We are moving from the silence of the dark into the screaming violence of the most dangerous weather systems ever recorded by human instruments. Back to our glass rain giant. But now, we compare it to a brother in horror, a world where the rain is even more lethal. Meet WASP 76b. On one side, it is a permanent day with temperatures reaching over 2,400 degrees Celsius. It is melting. At these temperatures, iron does not just melt. It evaporates into the air, forming metallic clouds that drift across the divide to the night side. When those iron clouds cool down, they condense. It literally rains liquid iron. You would be pelted by molten metal from a pitch-black sky. Recent Webb telescope data found something even stranger. A glory. A rainbow-like halo made of light reflecting off this falling liquid iron. It is a rainbow of death. A beautiful, shimmering halo that signals a storm of liquid metal is about to dissolve everything you are. On Earth, we have gentle water rain. In the deep universe, rain is a weapon. It is a bombardment of glass and molten steel. The difference is life versus total annihilation. These planets are cosmic forges where the very elements are turned into instruments of destruction. But even a rain of iron is nothing compared to a world that has no solid ground, only an ocean of liquid fire. Welcome to the layer of no hope, where the very ground you would try to stand on is a boiling sea of rock. 55 Cancri E is a super-Earth, but it is a hellscape. Its surface is a permanent ocean of molten lava at 2,000 degrees. There is no atmosphere to breathe, only the fumes of vaporized rock. If you landed here, you would melt before your boots touched the ground. And then there is WASP 193b. It is the size of Jupiter, but it has the density of cotton candy. It is so light that if you could find a bathtub big enough, this giant planet would actually float on the surface of the water. It is a cosmic anomaly, a massive ball of gas and light that defies everything we know about how planets are supposed to form. One world is a heavy, boiling ocean of stone. The other is a ghost of a planet, a puffy bubble floating through the stars. The universe doesn't care about our categories. It creates monsters of fire and giants of air just because it can. But the most terrifying planets of all are not the ones orbiting stars. They are the ones that were abandoned by their mothers. These are the rogue planets. Billions of worlds wandering the cosmic dark with no sun to light their way or warm their soil. They were kicked out of their home systems millions of years ago. Now they are lonely ghosts haunting the empty spaces between the stars. The Webb telescope recently found jumbos, pairs of giant planets wandering together in the Orion Nebula, defying all known planetary migration theories. They have no sun, no day, and no night. Just an eternal twilight in the freezing cold of absolute zero. They are lost forever. And here is the terrifying truth. Some of these rogue planets might be heading toward our solar system right now, hidden in the shadows. No light, no warning. Just a massive world of ice and rock drifting through the dark, waiting to collide with anything in its path. In the heart of these rogue worlds, there could be oceans of liquid water heated by internal cores. Life could exist in total darkness. Imagine a civilization that has never seen a star. A world where the word sun has no meaning, only the cold and the dark. No hope, no light, no stars. Just the infinite void and the monsters that dwell within it. This is the true face of the universe. We used to believe that we were the center of the universe, that everything was designed specifically for our comfort and our survival. Now we know the truth. The universe does not care about us. It is a vast gallery of cosmic horrors and beautiful nightmares. We are just a tiny speck of dust on a very ordinary planet, drifting through a universe filled with planetary monsters that could crush us. But in that terrifying smallness, there is something incredibly precious, something that makes our existence a miracle against all the impossible odds. Because between all those hellish worlds and frozen voids, there is only one place that gave us the chance to breathe and to think. Only Earth allows us to look up at the night sky and ask the questions that lead us into the great, mysterious unknown. We are still here. In a universe designed to destroy life, we have found a way to survive, to learn, and to wonder. Which of these nightmare planets scared you the most? Tell us in the comments below. Let us know if you still feel safe on Earth. Like this video if you have a new respect for the chaos of space. Subscribe to join us on our next journey into the dark. Don't blink. The universe is watching. And we are just getting started exploring the horrors that lie beyond our tiny blue home. The void is calling. Will you answer? Or will you stay hidden in the light of the sun you know? The choice is yours. Every data point we collect tells a story of a world we cannot imagine. A world where the laws of nature are twisted. We look for twins of Earth, but all we find are mirrors of our deepest fears. Worlds of glass, iron, and shadow. Step into the dark with me. Let's look at the statistics of survival in a galaxy that wants to tear you apart. Gravity on some of these worlds is so intense, it would flatten your body into a thin layer of atoms in milliseconds. Time itself behaves differently when you are trapped in the gravitational well of a supermassive gas giant orbiting close to its star. Kepler 16b is just the beginning. Imagine 3 suns, or even 4, all tugging at one small, fragile world. Some planets are so close to their suns that they are being eaten alive. Their atmosphere is being stripped away by solar winds. We are surrounded by the wreckage of failed worlds. The universe is a graveyard as much as it is a nursery. How many more worlds are out there, hiding in the light of stars we haven't even named yet? The numbers are staggering. Our old maps are useless. We are writing a new book of the universe, and every page is filled with a new kind of madness. You are made of the same stuff as these planets. The iron in your blood was forged in the same cosmic fires as the rain on Wasp. Some worlds are made of diamonds, entire planets worth more than everything on Earth, yet they are cold, dead, and unreachable. Value is relative. In space, a breath of air is worth more than a mountain of precious gems. Never forget how lucky you are. The view from these worlds would be spectacular, and it would be the last thing you ever saw. A beautiful terminal perspective. Planets are born, they suffer, and they die. In the grand timeline of the universe, our Earth is just a brief, flickering candle. Even the most stable planets are at the mercy of their stars. When the sun dies, the dance ends for everyone involved. But for now, we have the light, we have the heat, and we have the curiosity to keep looking into the dark. Every time you look up, remember the monsters we found today. They are out there, waiting in the silence of the deep void. Peace is a rare thing in the universe. Cherish the wind that doesn't rip you apart, and the rain that doesn't melt your skin. Our journey through the weirdest planets is coming to an end, but the universe has an infinite supply of secrets to share. Every day, new data comes in. Every day, another impossible world is added to our map of the cosmic garden of horrors. It's okay to be afraid. Fear is what kept our ancestors alive, and fear is what keeps us curious about the dangers of the dark. We are the eyes of the universe, looking back at itself. We are the consciousness that gives these weird planets a name. Be grateful for the atmosphere that protects you. Be grateful for the distance that keeps the monsters at bay in the deep. If you want to see more of these hidden worlds, make sure you support this channel. We have so much more to show you. Next time, we go even further, to the edge of black holes and the birth of time itself. Don't miss the next nightmare. Stay curious, stay safe, and never stop looking up at the stars, even if they look back with a cold, terrifying gaze. This is our home, the only port in a storm of glass and iron. Let's protect it with everything we have and everything we are. Goodbye for now, traveler. The universe is waiting for your return. Sleep well, if the shadows of other worlds will let you.